Paul,
Oh dear.
you're going to
I'm in
lead.
trouble.
We are 1-0 to Elliot. Paul, you're going to lead this, and Elliot will lead next week. Your first question is a chapter name. You need to tell me what happened in the chapter. Your chapter title is Monsters.
Monsters. I think this was a Shallan flashback chapter in Words of Radiance, not Rhythm of War, because those are still easy to mix up. I think it was a flashback chapter. And if I need to go into more specifics,
You don't, because you're incorrect. Elliot.
okay, good.
Ah, that
Oh dear.
was absolutely going to be my answer.
I was pretty confident in that one. I can't lie. I thought I knew
I
that
was,
one.
I was going to say the same thing. Well, it's clearly a Shallan chapter that's not a flashback,
Okay.
but one in which she does monstrous things.
Incorrect. You both
Pretending?
are correct that it is in Words of Radiance. I'll give you that much. We actually mentioned this chapter title in the podcast because I remember Elliot thought this was funny because this is the chapter that Kaladin learns how to ride a horse. And Kaladin calls the horses monsters. And that is from the chapter title. I thought that was going to be
hilarious.
a easy ball for you guys, but apparently not.
All
right.
Nope.
No, I remember that we talked about that now barely, but I don't remember that at all.
You don't remember one of our random conversations from 3 years ago, Paul?
3 years ago.
I know. How dare I?
All right. Well, I have an advantage because I listen back to this podcast every week to edit. But all right, Elliot, over to you for your quote ID for the week. You don't have to set me doing anything important. I came to you instead of one of the other battalions because most of your men spend time patrolling. If I'm patrolling, I won't be in much danger, and my fits won't hurt anyone. But at least I can feel what it's like to be a soldier.
Can I get another read of it? And can you also remind me, what's my goal of what I'm supposed to answer?
All you have to tell me
cut you short.
All you have to tell me is who is talking. You don't have to set me doing anything. Go ahead, Elliot. If you get it right, then I don't.
Going first, or
Elliot is going first, and if you get it right, I don't have to reread it.
Okay.
That is Renarin.
Correct. Who's he talking to?
That I'm scratching my head slightly because I can't remember exactly the course of events. Renarin joins Bridge 4 eventually, but it doesn't feel like he's talking to. Maybe he is.
He's talking to Kaladin.
Kaladin?
Yep, you're right.
It is Kaladin? Okay.
All right, Elliot's up.
I thought it was going to be Sigzil. Yeah.
He's talking to Kaladin.
I thought he was going to be talking to Sigzil. Okay.
All right. Back over to Paul. Here's your review. You need to tell me what book it's about and what they rated the book.
Okay, this is my favorite style of question that we have. These are fun.
These are very fun. These are even more fun looking for these. I laugh quite a bit looking for these.
Yeah, I'm sure.
This went from medieval political thriller to a nerd lore fever dream. I'll always long for the days when the story was about men wielding magical swords in shiny armor and not about depression, PTSD, and an incomprehensible babble of sci-fi fantasy jargon.
I think this... oh, gosh. I think they rated it decent. I think they rated it a 4 out of 5.
Okay.
It is out of 5, correct?
Yep, 5 stars.
Okay. I think they rated it a 4 out of 5, and I think this is about Rhythm of War.
Okay. Elliot?
This is one of those like tantrum ratings where they floored it 1 out of 5. And can you do 0 out of 5? Is that it?
You cannot. You have to give it at least 1, which I don't know why.
Okay.
Why would you not be able to do 0? Anyway.
Yeah, it's
big question.
This is the 1 out of 5. They rock bottomed it because they finished a book, or maybe they didn't even finish, and they got angry about it, and so they hopped on Goodreads to just slam it. 1 out of 5. I want to go Rhythm of War. That the plot of that book fits the description of what was read. I'd be surprised if this person made it to Rhythm of War.
No, that's a good point.
I don't see them reading that far. So I'm gonna actually go with Words of Radiance.
All right. This is a 1 out of 5 star rating for Rhythm of War.
Ah,
So we split it
You
again.
shared points on that one again.
Wow. Okay. I'm surprised a 1 out of 5. If you've made it that far and you're still rating it
That-
a 1 out of 5.
Yeah.
yeah.
The description seemed very Rhythm of War to me because very like, it was even a
Yep.
bit much for me of the amount of fabrials and stuff.
True.
But man, a 1 out of 5, that's tough. That's tough.
All right. We are 2-1 to Elliot, and this goes to Elliot first. This is just a standard trivia question for your fifth and final question. Who does Venli's spren, Timber, constantly tell Venli to reveal herself as a Knight Radiant to?
Yeesh. Benley. Feel yourself. I remember these promptings. I remember these. Oh, but who is it to? It's not Leshwi. Is it Leshwi? It might be. It's not though. Oh, it's Leshwi. That's my answer.
Paul, would you like to answer this?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So my initial thought was Leshwi as well, but I have there's this like thought stuck in my head that there's like the thing is I would never come to a name, but I think there's like some random Parshendi soldier that she was not surrounded. She was like in their crew. Like there's like a battle going on or whatever, and she's like in their ranks. It's not like in the battle. I'm not doing a good job of describing this, but there's like she's with soldiers, and it would not be good for them to know that she's a Knight Radiant. But I feel like Timber keeps saying, "You should tell them." But I'm not sold that that's right enough. I would also say Leshwi. That's who I was thinking, and I was even more embarrassed because I spent half the time Elliot was talking about it, trying to remember the name Leshwi. It was right on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of anyone other than that because we know it is someone in the Parshendi realm. It's not a human. It's not an Alethi.
Sure. Final answer?
Yeah, I have to stick with Leshwi.
Both of you are correct. It is Leshwi. She does reveal herself at the end of Rhythm of War, like 3 chapters from the end. And Leshwi freaks out in a positive way because she gives the reveal that the Spren have come back to us. We were the original Knights Radiant, and the Spren have come back to us. You bonding Timber has huge implications for the singers moving forwards. So Leshwi is very happy about it. And then she drops the name Raya as a, did you know an honor spren named Raya? I used to know her, which would imply that Leshwi used to be a Windrunner. All right.
Absolutely. I remembered that conversation when she was told that.
That goes again to Elliot. So he is leading 2-0 going into next week. Any closing thoughts, Paul or Elliot?
I'm excited for the next review prediction. That's my favorite question as of now. Those are very funny.
Yes. See you, gentlemen, next week. Thanks for joining me.
See ya.
Peace out.